In today's video, I will show you the new absolute best controller settings that will help you improve fast. And not only do these settings work in creative, but they also help you in ranked, specifically in reload. And with these settings, not only will your build and edits be super smooth, but your aim will also be literally insane. And I promise you won't be missing a single bullet. And yes, these settings work for all platforms such as PS4, PS5, Xbox, or Switch. And today I'm going to be showing you a 20+ kill win that I got in ranked reload while using these settings. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys are using code DISC before you buy any skins, as this really helps me a ton, and it's a great way to show that you're appreciative of me giving you guys these insane controller settings. And now let's get into the ranked reload game, and then after the game I'm gonna be giving you guys these insane secret settings. Enjoy. Unearned. Done. GG's. GG's. 200, baby. Make. We making. Make. Whited. Full piece. 200. Again, bro? Come on, man. Oh, he's trying to rock it in. Oh! We're good. I pulled, buddy! I pulled! Come on! 21 kills in reload rank, baby. Now, I have not played much this season, but I am going to be coming back and playing a bunch of ranked reloads. So that's why I needed to find the absolute perfect settings for me. And as you guys can see, I'm going to be going through these pretty fast so we get to the actual settings themselves. First up, I do play PC on controller. That's why my frame rate limit is at 240 FPS. Now, if you guys are on console, assuming you guys are on next gen, you guys are going to be capped at 120 FPS. But if you guys also do play PC on controller, make sure that your frame rate limit, as you can see right here, make sure to put this at whatever hurts your monitor is, because whatever hurts your monitor is how many frames you're going to be getting anyway. And if you put it above that, then you're going to be getting some input delay, which is obviously not good, especially if you want to become a tier 1 fighter. Next, for my rendering mode, I do play on performance mode, which is a PC exclusive setting. If you guys don't, then I do recommend DirectX 12. It looks amazing and it just functions way better, especially if you're on console. My brightness is still at 117% as well, and I have been using Triton 10 colorblind streak for as long as I remember, because I like to see my opponents in that storm, especially when you're playing something like ranked reload. A lot of people are going to be scavenging for loot in the storm, especially on in-game. That's why the colorblind mode and colorblind strength mode is very important, and I play on Triton 10. User interface parallax on. I don't even know what that is. Now, moving on to the graphics quality settings, so make sure you guys pay close attention here, as this is going to save you guys a ton of frames as well as input delay. Now, obviously, I am on performance mode on PC, so there's going to be a lot less options for me, but you guys are going to understand the point. Make sure everything is set to off or low except your view distance. Now, me, I do have a 3080 Ti, so I do have my view distance on far, because I feel like if I put it to epic, I'm going to lose a lot of frames, as it's going to be rendering a lot of stuff further. It's going to cause me some frames, especially when fighting. So I have mine on far. You can have it on medium or far. It doesn't really matter. I just suggest medium or far, especially if you're a console. But yeah, make sure everything else is turned off, and I do play on low meshes. Here are my advanced graphics and video reflex. Low latency is on. My report performance stats is off, because that gives you input delay. Here are my audio settings if you guys want this. And if you guys didn't know, make sure to turn your sound quality on high so you get those crispy OG pump sound effects. It's really good, especially with the spaz. And moving into the movement settings, make sure you guys also are copying these down. I do not use toggle sprint. Auto open doors is on. Mantle and hurdle activation is set to hold jump and press jump. For my combat settings, you guys are going to see right here. Auto pick up weapons, swap fire inputs and outputs, because I do play right hand claw, so I actually aim with L1 and shoot with R1 if you guys didn't know. Here are my preferred item slots for reload. Now, this is for reload only. Shotgun, assault rifle, because it's my spray weapon. My consumable item is in the middle because it is a non-combat item, so So that's why it's in the middle, because I have to click it, you know, a couple times to get to it. My utility items, such as my movement, is in loadout slot 4. And then my sniper / bow, aka my mammoth pistol or sniper and reload, is always at the end. So I can cycle between my shotgun and my sniper very fast, which obviously if you guys play a lot of competitive reload, you know that's super important. Auto sword consumables to the right, obviously always need to have that on. My reset building choice is on, and my turbo building is also on. Simple edit is off. Obviously my disable pre-edit option is on. And I do use both auto confirm edits and reset. Now I actually just started using this just a few months ago on controller because Peterbot said it was the meta, and if you're not using it, you're definitely falling behind. Here's some extra game options as well. Make sure you guys have the minimum and maximum field of view all the way turned up, especially if you're on that controller, baby. Record replays is on. Everything else is turned off to save frames. Never sleep. And the energy idle saving mode, make sure you guys turn that off. I think it's PC exclusive, but if you guys are on PC, make sure to turn this off or this is going to eat out your frames. And here are my UI settings if you guys want to have those like aimbot clips for TikTok. I don't know if you guys have seen my Instagram. I've got some reels nearing 1 million views while using these settings right here for the insane aimbot clips. So make sure you guys copy these down when you want. No one uses gyro aiming, but just in case, I have gyro aiming turned off, but just in case it kind of does affect my aim, I went ahead and turned everything to low or off. I'm moving on to the actual controller settings, ladies and gentlemen, that I am going to be maining for competitive reload. Controller auto run is off, so I have that insane controller movement. Build immediately, Builder Pro is on. My edit hold time is at 0.1. My simple edit hold time is at 0.1. My slide hold time is at 0.40. My reset camera axis is on pitch. My reset camera time is at 0.1 all the way down. My controller vibration is obviously off because I want to have the best aim possible, and I feel like the vibration just messes my aim up. But again, it all comes down to personal preference, and that's very subjective. Quick weapon, I personally do not use quick weapon. If you guys do, let me know down in the comments below. And moving on to the actual settings themselves, as you guys can see, I actually upped my look and aim sensitivity from 4.4 to 6.6, just because in reload, I feel like you really need to be faster, have faster movements. I lowered my build and edit mode sensitivity multiplier from 2.2 to 1.8, and I found that I'm way more consistent with my builds, way more consistent with my edits. My first person mode is 1.05x. I obviously have use advanced options on. I still play on 43 for my low horizontal and vertical speed. I mess around with it. I went to 42 all the way to 45, but I feel like 43 really is that happy medium for me. I do not use any boost. I have seen people using like 1 or 2% boost, so if you guys want to do that, just move up in increments by 1%, and whatever feels comfortable for you, do it. But for me personally, I use 0% boost. Then moving on to my aiming settings. Now I do use 12 for both my look horizontal and my look vertical speed because I feel like it really pairs well with that higher sensitivity in reload. Helps me get those aimbot clips, so that's why I really like that. And again, with 0% boost as well. My scope speed multiplier is at 0.95. I lowered it from 1.0 to 0.95. My advanced sensitivity is at 0.0 look dampening time. I've seen some people also put it at 0.02. So if you want to do that, you can do that as well. I think that's placebo, so I just don't do that. I do play on linear, and my precision and tracking aim assist are both at 100. And here are my dead zone 7.7, just, you know, to combat stick drift. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you in the next one. It's me, Boy Disc. We'll see ya.